This program is brought to you by Serious Texas Barbecue. We take our meat seriously.
It's college application season, and for many students and their families, finding the right college is a daunting process. In addition to worrying about test scores, application essays, and grade point averages, families now have to prepare for new requirements. That's because the college application process has changed significantly during the past decade, with colleges weighing dozens of factors beyond test scores to ensure that the students they admit will be in a good match and will be successful at their schools. In fact, more and more college admission officers are foregoing applicant test scores altogether to open the door to students who don't perform well on standardized tests.
There is a growing movement of test-optional colleges. There are over 1,000 accredited colleges right now that are test-optional. And that is something that our parents and students need to know about.
Adams is the director of college counseling at Animas High School, where students must apply for and be accepted to a college as part of their graduation requirements. Animas High School's 4-year career preparation program works with students during their freshman and sophomore years to help them identify their interests, possible career paths, and the education and training they need for the future. During their junior and senior years, they work with Adams to find colleges that will provide them with the education and experiences they'll need to prepare them for the careers they want. Animas administers Colorado's required battery of standardized tests, including college admission tests like the ACT and SAT. But Adams says that test scores are no longer a guarantee, nor are they a barrier to gaining admission to a student's college of choice.
10, 15 years ago, we really felt like, or we believed that test scores demonstrated if a student was academically ready to engage in a rigorous process in college. And research has shown that that actually is not entirely accurate because there's so many factors that go into test scores. Did a student have the flu the day of taking the exam? Does a student have test anxiety, which then that student potentially might not be very successful in a 4-year traditional style college setting that's lecture-based, that has then a multiple choice exam. However, they might be doing great at academically rigorous college that is one of the colleges that change lives.
Colleges want their students to experience success, and so admission counselors examine a body of work that demonstrates a student's readiness and willingness to pursue their post-secondary education. Today's colleges may require admission essays, portfolios, graded work, recommendation letters, and a list of completed high school classes.
That's where the other pieces of high school that are really meaningful come in. So when I applied to school, colleges were just looking at my GPA, right? So that is very different. Now, many colleges completely bypass the GPA because it's calculated in so many different ways depending on what high school you go to. And they move right to what are the academic courses that this student has chosen to take within their high school career. And so the school profile that every high school should have that outlines what are our courses and what would be the most rigorous coursework. The colleges are actually looking at those courses and comparing that transcript to the courses that are offered at the high school and determining, has the student pushed themselves academically? Because if you are a student that has played it safe and done the bare minimum with the 4.0, that's not going to serve you anymore. What's going to serve you is to have the 3.6 GPA, but you've pushed yourself academically to take courses that your school offers that are going to put you out of your comfort zone.
So, as you and your students start looking at colleges, avoid the temptation of selecting a college for namesake or because your GPA and test scores are acceptable to that particular institution. Ask instead what you want to get out of your college experience. Will a rural or urban environment make a difference, small or large? Is it a college geared toward undergraduate programs, or is it a research university? Adams offers a list of questions to help families hone in on the right fit, but it all starts with a student.
What are they passionate about outside of school, right? Because college it's not like high school where you do 8 hours and then you go home and you get to pursue your passions if you want outside of high school. College is your life. You are living there usually. And so you want to make sure that you are encompassing the whole person in your college experience. So obviously the main goal for colleges is that you're going to a good college that fits the needs that you have, including financial needs, right? So we don't want students or families going into astronomical debt. But then we also are looking at what are those other pieces that really encompass you holistically, and how can you find them in college campuses.
If you'd like to know more about the college prep program at Animas High School, visit animashighschool.com.